Hi guys, Adam here, back with Webby outside Sam Platts round the corner from Old Trafford. 1-0 against Aston Villa today. Expected a few more goals, eh?
That's what you wanted, but at the end of the day, they could have nicked a draw them. Just saying today, we've got a semi-final in a week's time. That manager doesn't know his best team, yeah? So some players who have not had a kick for a few weeks, it's their time to put down a marker. Memphis, I didn't know till 30 minutes who was on the pitch. Players letting him down. The best part about today was Rooney's pass for the goal. It was poor, it was terrible. Then he brings Lingard on. And Matt's not while I've got an hole in my arse. He's Matt a right-sided player. He's a number 10. So you put Matt in his right position, Lingard on the right, two defensive midfield players again. A lot of poor performances there, and we got away with it there against the team who are relegated, and rightly so, because they've been absolutely bobbins all year. They could have snatched a point. Disappointed, but 3 points, and let's roll on for Wednesday night. But disappointed me today, lads.
This week kind of sums up our season, eh? Defeat against Spurs, victory against West Ham when no one expects us to, and then we struggle against teams we should be beating.
It's like the old United, like we should do in the big run. We'd beat the big teams, struggle against the bottom teams, you know what I mean? And Fergie sometimes like that, then we beat everyone. But these players there, they're stealing a living, mate, and it's horrible. I've become world champion snake playing on my phone today. That's how bad it was, you know what I mean? I've jumped up there in the second half and this bloke said, we've only got a corner, so I've just beat my world record on snake. You know what I mean? And I'm not expecting us to beat Villa 5 and 6, but today was to put down to a proper performance. We are going to play Everton a week on Saturday. We are going to get into an FA Cup final with great football. But today was poor. I'm very, very disappointed. Very disappointed.
Do you think they maybe had one eye on that? Or do you think it was just...
No, I just think that they thought Villa was just going to turn up and get rolled over like they've been getting done by everyone every week, 4 and 5. And I just think that he played the wrong game. Two defensive midfield players against Aston Villa at home, who've won about 2 games all season. That sums the manager up for me. And I can't wait for me. You know, I've heard in that he's staying now. But if you look at it, we could get top 4 and we could win a pot. Is that enough to stay? I hope for Christ. Don't get me wrong, I want us to get in the Champions League. I want us to win the FA Cup. I want a couple of days out at Wembley, but not with that man in charge next season, please. You know what I mean? He's proved it again today. His tactics are so negative, it's beyond belief, and it's heartbreaking, but at least I'm World Snake Champion anyway.
Let's talk about something that makes me happy. Marcus Rashford.
Oh, unbelievable, the kid. You know what I mean? He's only got, 7 in 12? Yep. He's only going to get better. And of course, and it's not just his goal scoring, it's his all-round plays, little tricks, and he's pushing like defenders like Lescott, who are Premier League champions off the ball, you know what I mean? And it's great to see. I'd love him to see play 2 down the middle. Hopefully, if the next manager, whoever it may be, comes, he plays Ratford and someone else, you know what I mean? But you can't knock the kid for his movement, for his all-round game, you know what I mean? And he's a kid, but like I said to you on camera a bit ago, got told about him at the start of the season, and the bloke's coming to 4 now, and he's exactly right in what he said about Rashford.
Was he man of the match?
Fucking hell, it was a hard one. I think that crisp packet what rolled across the back of the pitch was the man of the match. You've got to say that because I think everyone else had a very average game or below average game, so we just got to obviously get 3 points. When you see how City go on tonight, have City scored?
They've just scored.
City, yeah, well, there you go. Just got to keep playing, haven't we? But the fans deserve better after the dross we've seen for the last few years, and obviously West Ham, no one gave us a chance. I fancied us, believe it or not, going down there because the pressure wasn't on us. You know what I mean? The pressure was all on these happy hammers and all that who were going to destroy us. But we got through. Obviously, next Saturday against Everton's going to be an hard game. Everton will be up for it. But like I say, Wednesday's another game for some players to make a marker for Saturday. But some of them don't seem bothered, and that's what hurts me the most. Like you look at Depay against Bruges and all that, they built him up, and then he played against that Mitchell and they built him up. This today was to do something against Alan Hutton. That's all I've got to say. And Hutton had him in his pocket, and it was how many more chances he get. I think next year's a big year for him. He's got to settle and all that as a kid. Ronnie wasn't great in his first years, but he's got the ability, but he doesn't seem to be. I'm not saying he's not going to be bothered, but he's not using it. And then he's running, he's trying these stupid free kicks. Let's see what next year brings, but I was just very disappointed with it because I think this is his time. Big Wembley pitch against Coleman, who likes to bomb forward. This was his chance to say, hey, well, put me on the left-hand side next week. Let's see what I can do. But he'll probably get another chance Wednesday. but he's got to take his chance Wednesday. So make the manager think, am I worth to start at Wembley? Because at the moment, I won't even have him carrying the kits out at Wembley. That's the honest truth.
Cheers, Webb.
No problem.